They lined up at consulates like this one in Dubai. Egyptians living abroad voting yes or no on the country's new constitution. At the Egyptian embassy in Washington, the lines were shorter when Sharif Helmi and his family came to cast their ballots.
Yes, I voted yes. I voted yes for many reasons. The Constitution included many things that would give the rights of speech for everyone.
Sharif's 24-year-old son, Kamal, agreed with his dad, also voting yes, though he said getting to that point wasn't always easy.
It gets kind of heated sometimes. The dinners have taken a wrong turn here and there, but I think that comes with the territory.
Serious going in, a persistent rain couldn't dampen their spirits on the way out. It's the type of reaction that Egypt's ambassador to the U.S., Mohammed Tawfiq, says is needed.
This is about a new constitution, but it's also about a whole process. It's about the way forward. And that's why we're listening very carefully. We want to know what the Egyptian people want.
Just under 2 years ago, many Egyptians came here with a sense of excitement about the future. This time, they've come with a seriousness of purpose, while some are so upset they haven't come at all. They tend to be those who oppose the military-led government's crackdown on demonstrations and free expression. Safi Hamed with Egyptians Worldwide for Democracy and Justice is one of them. He spoke with VOA via Skype.
We have to express not only ourselves, but express what the Egyptians inside cannot say, because they will end, of course, in prison or being killed.
During 5 days of voting at the embassy in Washington, out of almost 6,900 eligible voters, 844 cast ballots, 810 saying yes. As for what happens next, Eric Traeger at the Washington Institute says the numbers in Egypt will be key.
For both sides, it's really the turnout more than the yes or no vote that will determine popular buy-in to the system.
Families like the Helmis hoping it all works out for the best. Jeff Zeldin, VOA News, Washington.